Okay, so in this final video of the unit, we're gonna limit the shooting distance of the drone because right now, if we are, let's say, very far away, the drone will still keep shooting because we're technically on line of sight. So in a realistic game, you should only shoot when we are like a little bit like more close to it. So we're gonna limit the maximum distance that the drone can start shooting at us. So let's go to the blueprint drone for that. And here, what we're gonna do, we're gonna start by creating a new variable called max engage distance that we can set as a float, okay? Because that is regarding more to like distance. So now here, we're gonna set this max engage distance to like a 1000. Why 1000? Because this represents like about 10 meters in the game. So it's like a good amount of distance so that it starts shooting, but not too far away and or not too close, like in a medium distance. Okay, so after we've done that, we need to compare the location of our player and our drone to see if we are within this range. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna drag off from these two nodes. So go about here in your blueprint, and then we are gonna look for a subtraction node, subtract. Because we're gonna do a subtraction here, we're gonna bring the socket location pin and the actor location pin that we had before, and what we're gonna do is that we're gonna deduct the socket location, the drone location with the player actor location, and in this way we can find out what is the difference in distance between them. Okay, so after that deduction takes place, drag off here, and you're gonna look for a node called vector length. And then this will basically give you the distance as a float of that difference between those two actors, between drone and player. So now we're gonna compare it with our max engage distance. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna drag off this and look for a less equal node. So we're gonna compare. If our difference in distance is less or equal than the maximum engage, then if that is true, yes, we are within the radius, so shoot at us. Otherwise false, don't shoot, right? So here I'm gonna put max engage distance, get it? And then that's how we will be comparing the difference in the distance with the max engage distance to see if it's true or false. Okay, so now here I'm gonna bring this a little bit more down here because I wanna actually connect this with the logic that we had before. So you remember we had this equal equal so that when it hits the actor, true is on line of sight, right? So we're gonna add one more condition to that. We're not gonna only consider if it's a actor we're hitting here, because we're gonna drag off this pin and look for an and boolean. So we're gonna compare two things at once. If we are hitting the actor and if true, we are also within the max distance. So when both things are true, I hit the player actor and I am also within the max distance, only then is when true, that is when we are truly on line of sight of the drone. Okay, so make sure you update the flow of the blueprint here to match what I have in my screen. Okay, so I think that once you do that, you can compile and save, and let's test our program. So right now I am pretty close. It is shooting at me, but what if I go a little bit too far away? You see, now here I am very far away. In fact, if you see the top left, the third person character is the actor it's looking at. So we are in line of sight, kind of. but we are a little bit too far away. If we get close to the range of the drone, then that's when it shoots. So as you can see now with these videos that we've done, the drone will shoot us when we are within the radius and with no obstacle in between. But if we either hide or if we go too far away, then the drone doesn't shoot. Okay, so in this way, the drone is basically completed. Now we can introduce it in our games so that we can have a little bit more of a fun enemy to play against. Okay.